I had an itch, I had to scratch it, and I just picked up a Losi Super Baja Rey 2.0. Hi guys, welcome back to the RC store. My name's Ammo. Look what we got on the desk today, a super-sized box. Guys, this is a 4-year-old model. However, I had an itch, I had to scratch it, and I just picked up a Losi Super Baja Rey 2.0. So as you guys know, I absolutely love my trophy trucks, desert trucks, whatever you want to call them. I absolutely love them. Just the way they handle, the way they squat, the realism, absolutely crazy. Now, one of my largest trophy trucks that I actually own is the Raven ELT. Now that particular truck is running a 12S system. That thing is an absolute weapon. Those of you that ain't familiar with the Raven ELT, it's basically a Losi 5T, but the ELT is the electric version. Guys, that thing is phenomenal. The size lower that I have got is the Mojave 6S. Now the 6S Mojave is a 7th scale car and it's fully independent suspension, just like my 5th scale car is. The only solid rear axle car that I have in my whole collection is the Yikong TB7, and I absolutely loved the way that car performed on a track. A lot of people don't like solid rear axles because they try and bash them, and they try and bash them too hard. Them cars are more for realism, and there's a way of driving them. Now, the first time I took the TB7 out, I kept rolling over, and I was like, okay, this is a bit hard. It's going to take a bit of getting used to. Once I got used to it, guys, absolutely epic. You can literally power slide. As long as you know when to pull that trigger, yeah, epic. So I've been waiting, holding off for a while for another solid rear axle truck. I had a couple in mind, the UDR being one of them. I wanted something bigger than the UDR because I've already got the TB7. And the only thing that fit the description was this. So guys, without further ado, we're going to get this unboxed. Let's go through the box art and let's see what we got. So a lot of you guys may have already seen this truck. There are loads of new people joining the RC world and they may not have. So I'm going to go through this unboxing and take you guys on the journey with me. Now this actual vehicle, it's got loads of sponsors, and one of the main ones being King. They actually supply off-road racing shocks. This has got smart technology. It's a 4x4 vehicle. It's ready to run, realistic details, cutting edge technology with its Spectrum ESC DX3 controller and the AVC system, superior performance and adrenaline pumping 50-mile-an-hour speeds. Now that's incredible for a rig this size. I'm looking forward to that. This is the Super Baja Rey 2.0. Design, built and backed. Guys, this thing looks epic. I'm so eager to get this open. So you can use this with the Spectrum dashboard. Also, here are some recommendations of a Spectrum charger that they basically recommend to use, and also the batteries. So you can run this system on a 6S or an 8S, and the fact that you can run it on an 8S just got me happy. So looking at the picture here on the back of the box, this is without the body on. This thing looks unreal. Now here you can see it's got super bright front and rear LED lights. You got Method Racing beadlock wheels and officially licensed BF Goodrich mud terrain TA KM3 tires. You have a Spectrum 160 amp brushless smart ESC and a 4-pole 750 kV 5687 motor. You got King Coil-Over Oil Filled Shocks with new springs. You've got some specifications just here of the size of the vehicle. Also over on this side, it shows you here, you got new Brenthel Body and Cage work with dual spare tires and King Shock trim scheme. You've got the Spectrum DX3 2.4 GHz radio system with AVC and optional telemetry. You do get the Spectrum Firma Smart 160 amp ESC, which is 8S. Also a 750 kV 1/6 scale 5687 brushless motor. And you've got the updated HV compatible S905 large scale steering servo. Now, saying updated, I don't know how updated this is going to be. Like I said, this is no model. However, it's the latest and it's still doing really, really well. So guys, it's a huge box. I'm not going to wait no longer. I'm going to crack this open and let's get this taken out, spread across the desk. It's going to be too big to leave in the box. Let's get right into it. Don't you just love unwrapping a brand new RC? Epic. So guys, I've got it all unboxed and spread across the desk. I'll go through everything that comes with this and then we'll check the truck out. I actually picked this up from Facebook Marketplace, believe it or not. Now I will say David at Scorched Parts is a bad influence. I was in there buying some parts for my Typhon TLR build that I've done, and he showed me his Super Baja Rey. And I looked at it and I was like, I've always wanted one of these, and it's the first time I've seen one in person, like physically. And I said to him, I really, really want one of these. And I thought, I'm going to buy one, but I wasn't quite ready to pull the plug. I went home that evening and I thought, let me see if there's a used one available somewhere. And I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and somebody had a brand new one up for sale, boxed, never opened. So guys, what did I go and do? I went and brought it. It was obviously cheaper than buying a brand new one from a store. Yes, you don't have the warranty. However, there are bargains to be had out there. And guys, I picked this up from Facebook Marketplace. It was brand new box, never used. Yeah, quite chuffed with this one. Right, let's get into everything that it comes with. So it comes with a set of batteries for your controller. You do get these. I don't know what these are. They look like, I don't know. I have no idea what these are, guys. I don't know if it's just a suspension or I have no idea. I'll have to look at the manual. You do also get your cross wrench, and you do get a spanner there as well. You get a Losi race inspired sticker along with, looks like a business card on the back, typical of Losi. It's just all their social media information. You do get a set of decals as well. So these are basically Losi performance driven decals that you can use on the truck if you want to. And you do also get the instruction manual. So in the instruction manual itself, I believe it comes in multiple languages. As you can see, you've got different languages as well as English. It shows you a quick start guide, shows you how to power everything on, some troubleshooting information there as well. I believe it has got exploded diagrams. I'll just check at the back. Right, yes you do. You do get an exploded diagram at the back there. You do also have part numbers for reference available as well. It does come with a Spectrum DX3 controller. A lot of high-end Horizon models come with the Spectrum controllers, so like your Losses, your Armors, etc., your Pro Boats. All the higher-end models come with the DX3 controller. So on this controller itself, in the base just here, you put 4 AA batteries. You got your on and off power switch just here at the back. You got your throttle limit control just here, so you got 50, 75, 100. So if you want to limit the car, you do have your throttle neutral, throttle reverse, and your steering neutral and steering reverse as well, if you want to reverse the signals basically. You do have here your AVC steering rate, so that's your gyro. You got your brake rate, your steering trim, and your throttle trim there. You've got A and B button. I don't believe the A and B button do anything on this particular vehicle. However, this vehicle does have lights. You do have a huge light bar, etc. I'll go through that in a second. But I don't think the buttons are actually wired up to anything in that respect. You got a nice trigger. You can control this single-handedly, but it is a bit of a stretch. Now, the actual wheel has a nice foam piece of grip around it. Feels quite comfortable. These are good controllers. I've never had an issue with them. I think they're great. Time to check out the car. Yes! What a beast. This thing is massive. Well, I wouldn't say massive because I've got the 1/5 scale ELT basically, which is slightly bigger than this. But this fits in between the Mojave and that. And yeah, scale-wise, absolutely epic in size. One thing I absolutely love about this is the suspension. Look at the travel on this. So that's how low the back end goes, and look how high it comes up. Absolutely epic. And same with the front. So the front can go right down Look at that. And this is a solid rear axle. I'm gonna have loads of fun with this. Let me pull the camera in and show you around this new car. Right, so at the front here, first thing first, you've got a nice apron at the bottom, which is a rubber apron. As you can see just here, it does have Brenthel race cars printed on there. It's not a decal, it's actually printed. You do have a nice little crash bar just here, and you do have a front LED light in the grille, which is a nice touch. You do have an air intake. You do have 4 bolts. These are some of the bolts that hold the roll cage in and allow you to take the body off. You've got a light bar across the top there, and you've got 4 more bolts on the roof. Coming across the side of the car, you've got your method wheels there, as you can see, which are bead locks. You got your BF Goodrich mud terrain tires. Coming across here, you can see the King off-road racing shock livery. Now, one thing these cars suffer without the factory for some reason is poor graphic installation. As you can see here, all of them suffer with this. I don't know why that is, but every single one has poor graphic installation on there. But it is what it is. It's an epic truck, and there's nothing out on the market that is a solid rear axle like this sort of price range, and nothing new's been released, so it looks like this truck is still winning. Inside there, you can see you've got a full cockpit, as you can see just there. I'll try and focus for you. There you go, which looks quite nice. You've got 2 drivers, so you've got driver and co-pilot. In the center, you've got a cutout just there, and you can see the Spectrum ESC poking out for cooling. Moving towards the rear of the truck, here you do have a weak point, which has been mentioned many times on many reviews. As you can see here, you can see this bit here starts flexing. Now, no need to worry, because we've got something for that. We do have loads of optional upgrades that I've had purchased for this that will be going on before its first run. Over on the rear here, you can see fire extinguishers. You can see a rear light just there. You do have a scale looking Losi rear jack. Shock tanks there for your oil, for your suspension. Twin radiators. Looks very, very scale, I'll give it that. A better look at the jack, as you can see just there. That looks absolutely epic. And then you do get 2 rear tires sitting on the back there as well. Like I said, these are usable tires, so you can actually switch them and use these. Like I said, the back of this is a bit weak, and we are going to strengthen that up. So I flipped it on its side just to have a look at the underneath. You can see the King shocks here look absolutely fantastic. They do have some nice anodizing bits on there as well. Looking at the connectors, you've got IC5 connectors. They're actually like mounted just here, so your battery plugs straight in. You can swap these out for XT90s. There are 3D printed kits available where you can literally put your connectors in, solder them on, etc. And yeah, off you go. A better look at the shocks, as you can see here. You've got your rear links going across here, and you've got your rear axle, which is a solid rear axle. Now, I know you can get upgraded rear axles. So the casing, I do believe Vitavon do some casings where these are absolutely like made out of, I believe it's billet aluminium. Can get these from Vitavon, not an issue. Let's have a look at this weak part that you can see coming across here. So here, you can see that flex just there. So what you do is literally from these bolts going across that way, you just basically put a reinforcement bar and it stops that from happening. So we've got all of that. Coming across the bottom, you can see the belly pan just here. I'll zoom out for you guys a bit there. Now your battery sits just here, and to access the battery, you literally just pull this and this pops out, and there you go. And you do have a battery compartment, and in here we've got some foam. So that's your battery compartment. You can fit some decent sized batteries in there, and you do have a foam wedge just there as well. Stops it crashing around. And the lid, you do have a foam piece on the lid as well, which is a nice touch, I guess. Lower down you have another door here as well, and if you undo the 3 bolts on this door, you have access to your motor. Like I said, on the rear, solid rear axle. Going on towards the front, independent suspension here. Got some nice thick lower arms. Now, I'm not sure if they're not 100% filled, as in the plastic's not 100% infilled. They have got some give in them. You do have solid CVDs, as you can see there. And these are your steering arms as well. Now, you can upgrade these, but the standard ones seem to be fine. However, I know Scorched Parts do some titanium ones as well. Towards the front of the truck underneath here, you do have a weak point. This is all plastic. You got a metal chassis, which is quite thin here. So you can get upgraded titanium belly skid pans that go across here. And that will be something that we will be putting on. Also, you can see suspension at the front. Absolutely fantastic. Another weak part here is your top mounts. Just there. You can get a titanium brace that goes from that mount across to the other. We've got one of them, and that'll be going on as well, all before the running video. And here you can see a plastic front crash bar and your wiring for your front LED. So across the desk here, guys, you can probably see I've got loads of parts. Now, these are some of the must-have parts that you need to put on this truck before you run it. Simple reason being, by putting these components on will make you enjoy this truck more, and it'll be hassle-free in some respect. So what I've got here is, I'll show you. So for example, your front crash plate that goes across the bottom, so it's a metal brace that's made out of titanium. A brace that's going to sit across the back here on the flex part. I've got another brace that can sit there as well. We've got the titanium shock tower brace as well. And all these parts here, you can see, are actually scorched dirt guards. Now, these are an absolute must. This truck is an absolute pain to get the body off. Now, I believe you got 20 Allen head screws that you got to take off in order to get this body off, which is an absolute nightmare. And for someone like me that absolutely loves keeping their trucks clean, I'm going to hate it. That's the honest truth. However, what I will do to minimize the dirt in there is these scorched guards. These will help me hell of a lot. They will help basically prevent any grass, mud, etc. going in. Well, it's not going to 100% prevent it, but it'll minimize it. However, I will still keep cleaning the truck, but my life will be a lot easier. But guys, I am going to put all these bits on. I'll put them on off camera. I won't bore you to death with them. You guys have got something new to look forward to, something new to run on the channel. Guys, let me know your thoughts below. Is there another solid rear axle truck about this size available that's a new release? Let me know in the comments below. What's your thoughts on this? Is it still a good truck? What upgrades would you do? I'd love to know, guys. Feel free to drop your comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.